And we're back. I don't have time for a theme song, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. JJ is here, and we are waiting on Lori. Is this right? We are waiting. She's here. She's kind of here, not here. I don't know.
Yeah, I have to get the link and send it to her.
Okay. Start the porn music. Everything's just porn music to you guys, I guess, right? What kind of porn you watching? Oh, hey, there's JJ. Okay, sorry. Let me get this. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, no, we don't have time for no porn music tonight. I've already played it twice. Oh, it's a full moon. I'm blaming it on the full moon. Anything and everything. Katie says, huh, we better get some fucking closure or decent info, because me and Ellie playing hooky for this. I'm gonna fucking just punch my laptop if we don't. I swear to Garrard. Yeah, I'm waiting on her. Got called out from group chat. Oh my god. This is more important. This is a way more interesting group. It's gotta be. Please do, Lynn. Like, yeah. She says, one night I'm a lurk on panel, and each time someone sidetracks, I'm a blow an air horn. Do it. Oh, you know what? Cruiser ran out of fuel. Yeah, Dawn, really. Yeah, Lynn, I will send you a link too, because you wanted to come on. Sweet. I didn't wait for your response, but I feel like you're picking up what I'm putting down, so I'm just going insane right now. Shit. So just so I don't like forget. Oh, sweet. How did I not get this DM? Oh, wow. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, sorry I didn't get that DM until like right now, Lynn. My bad. Okay, I'll try, okay, I'll send this to Lori again because she seems to be having trouble. So, okay, I sent it to Mushy whatever. Moshi. No. But, you know. Back to side chat. Hello, everyone. I don't say cast over you already. Nobody had time to watch. No, what was it about? What'd you say? 12 years later. I know, right? Oh, thank you, Katie. She shared. Everyone like, share, and subscribe. Oh, wait. This isn't right. From clicks on the live stream from earlier tonight. You know, the other two.
Oh my god, I've never had so much trouble getting onto a hangout
it worked.
ever.
Finally. Awesome.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Man. Oh, sorry. Here, damn it, I can't sleep. God bless you, Emrod. Yeah! That's Emrod. That's my girl. Oh, I'll read you later. Thank you. You will need 2 days of sleep after all this. Yeah, I mean, shit. People wonder why it's so fucked up, my sleep schedule, but oh, you know, what are you gonna do?
Lori, do you want me to hop off?
No.
Okay.
No.
Candy corn? Sorry, go on.
Okay.
What am I doing? Huh? Go on.
Yeah, I had to change my picture because I was being trolled.
We all saw that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to respond to a couple of things I heard. First, with Barbie. What she said was true. And me and Barbie are okay. That's basically that. We just said, okay. And I've been trying ever since to get her unblocked. in all the normal ways to unblock her, it doesn't unblock, and I don't know why. I'm just like, my hands are up in the air. You could see these things are fickle. I've never heard Nick say that he blocked her. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. It's a moot point, but she spoke the truth. We don't have a problem with each other. Okay, when I was telling you guys what Celeste had asked me to tell you guys, my I mean, it's no secret my daughter has cancer. She's had it since she was 11 years old. She's now 22. There's a lot of medical records out there, and what certain people in this community knew and certain people that didn't. I'm not sure if she shared this with you, Felicia. I was being blackmailed with her medical records.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I was being blackmailed with her medical records. They were saying they were going to post them for everybody to see her medical records. And they were laughing at them. Specifically, we've got pictures of her brain scan. Now, not that anybody would laugh at a kid's brain scan, but yeah, that's not cool. And
yeah, when did
I
like
kinda,
wow.
Your medical records.
yeah, well, how did they get my social security number? How did they get my husband's social security number? How did they get my bank checks? Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not questioning you. I was just asking
they were
if
in my
you knew
email,
how.
basically.
Okay.
In my email. More than likely. No, it was not Nick. Yeah, it's a huge invasion of privacy. But as I said, they were blackmailed. I was getting blackmailed. And now it's like, I don't care. Because I've been vocal about my daughter's cancer, I've had parents come to me saying my child was newly diagnosed, or my, or whatever. I've had people reach out to me that they're experiencing the same thing, and if I could be a support. Yeah, Tony, it was way fucked up. That was probably, I would have rather them have taken my social security and everything than to blackmail me with my child. And for people to say, oh, I was doing it to myself, it was beyond gross. It's my daughter's been texted about her cancer. There was a troll account on Twitter using my daughter, and that's really fucked up. Are you there, Felicia? Did I die?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Yeah, I'm just I thought there was continuing, so I was waiting.
Yeah, well, that was one of the most heartbreaking ones for me.
Like yeah, it's like hard to even imagine, to be honest. Like yeah, I'm just kind of like agog.
Yeah, when this all started,
Jesus. Yeah.
it was awful. I've gotten used to the invasion of privacy by now, and I'm going to address the garbage situation. I have never been to somebody's house. I don't want to go to that side of town.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we don't have to throw shade at this point.
No,
like,
it's not at her
that you
side of
didn't
town.
do it.
I don't want to be on. We live on opposite sides of the strip. I don't go to her side of the strip. It's just, I don't go there. I do not go through her garbage. I would never even consider driving past her house. For her to come out and tell the world, it's very funny, because at the same time, it was amazing that week my garbage got thrown around. We didn't think anything of it.
Okay, but I mean,
Only
could we
because
just like, I don't know, keep the like, I mean, I don't know, we don't have to be like, oh, we're different sides of town and all of that. Like, I
well,
mean,
it's we do
it's
live
hard.
20
It's
minutes from each other.
like
It's very hard.
emotions are high, but at the same time, like, let's just
Yeah.
like, you can just say you didn't do it.
Yeah. No,
Just say it's a lie. That's it.
it's a lie. Big lie.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem very likely, and like for anyone to. But then I guess the people who do it are especially crazy, and that's why it's so unlikely, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
objection. Yeah. Right,
It's a
Katie?
very difficult thing knowing the two of us live so close together. This is a very small town, smaller than people think. It's not the wrong side of the strip. It's the other side of the strip. It's I live on one side, she lives on the other. We don't ever have to be near each other. It's like
Okay.
a
Well, then.
big old street in between us. And that's just, there's really no bad Las Vegas. I mean, we don't, our town isn't built like that.
True facts,
Um,
JJ. Been on since
yeah,
7
it
p.m. last
is.
night. There's a lot that happened.
Yeah.
Go on. Sorry. Please. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's just that we don't have to run into each other, and I wouldn't go out of my way to run into her.
Mhm.
If someday we bump into each other on the strip, oh well, but it's very highly unlikely. I don't know people where she is. There would be no reason for me to be over there.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, as Katie mentioned, if you wouldn't mind getting back to the cancer story and like what
Yeah.
Celeste was getting at, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, well, Celeste, I had told Celeste. She
Mhm.
was one of the people I had confided in back when I first started, making sure that I did tell people, because normally I don't.
What, has this happened to you
Yeah.
before?
No, I just never showed. I mean, you know how like, oh, show your proof?
Mm-hmm.
I used to never do that. Now I said, you know what? I'm going to be proactive.
Yeah.
And I did. And I made sure that it was, before anybody knew anything, I showed my skivvies. And there were people that knew. And I knew, Felicia, you were going to see it. I know I didn't send it to you directly, but I knew.
I mean, I don't know. It would have been like
I
nice
know.
if you had, because I have nothing to go on.
But it was kind
And
of like, okay,
well,
I'm
and the
going to.
confidential nature of the information, like, I mean, I really didn't get that information until very recently. So,
Yeah.
like, to be left
Well,
in the
no, I
dark.
knew. I kind of was giving
Yeah.
like Celeste like permission. Celeste did not betray my confidence in any way. I don't even want
Yeah, I
to
know.
even hint that anybody would believe that. She didn't. She
Yeah.
actually held it, and so did other
Mhm.
people in the community that I took into my confidence.
Yep.
So there were a lot of people, and I sort of chose my people wisely, who I showed things to. And I kind of knew who their friends were and where it was going to go.
Well, it
And
didn't get there, so
yeah,
there goes that.
yeah, Kiki, I wish it was just for crayons and markers. Whoever was blackmailing me because it was coming in VoIP calls to me, yeah, that was very disturbing. There's a lot of stuff that's on my Facebook account about my daughter's cancer. It's going back 10 years. 5 surgeries and 18 months of chemotherapy, giving reports to my friends and family. I just didn't.
Kiki, I don't know you. I don't know if Felicia knows you, but it's
Mhm.
kind of counterproductive
I know.
to the story that we're trying to hear to benefit all of us, whether you like Lori or not. Lori and I have had our disagreements, but we're trying to keep it respectful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you see, and can I just point, I'm sorry, I just want to point out that, like, now that I know what happened, like, I can, like, yeah, I feel more comfortable, like I know why this is happening. I appreciate that. So thank you. And I think that that was something that, like, yeah, like when initially you tried to do this, like, way back, I had no idea because no one told me because the info didn't make its way to me.
Yeah.
So,
And Kiki,
yeah.
did I alert the authorities? Oh yeah. The authorities have been notified. We're way past just the we're way into it. Put it to you that way.
Oh, what do they want you to do? What were they blackmailing you for, or can you say? Yeah, I'd like
Yeah,
to
they were telling
hear
me
that.
that I was going to leave the community, and or my daughter's pictures were going to go around.
But I thought
Her medical records.
medical records?
Yeah, her medical records.
Okay.
And then they
Sorry,
were laughing at her. They said what I was told was my daughter's medical records was going to go around, and that there was a group of people laughing at her brain scans.
Well, who do you think that group could be? I mean, like,
I can't say one way or another. That's going to be for the police to do. I mean, that really, you know what? The VoIP calls never bothered me. Unlike Tanya, I didn't care about the trolls. I actually thought some of the VoIP callers were funny. I have a really warped sense of humor. How did they get the medical records? The same way they got my social security number. Your
how?
guess is as good as mine.
Okay.
And then my bank accounts and into my Sprint account, not just like creating one. They were actually into my Sprint account, to the point where Sprint couldn't even explain it, because when it happened the first time, like right after Kali's incident, when she had it done, and I did try to tell everybody, but was called a liar. And then I just kept my mouth shut. We took care of it with Sprint, and we had a lock on our account. Not only did they get past Sprint's lock, they got into my account, and they changed our address. And we didn't know that until a second group of phones were ordered. It was so bad, we had to actually tell Sprint that we cannot have a online account with them. They were to get rid of and never do business with us online again. If we need to do something, we have to go down to the store and do it in person now.
Mm-hmm.
We can't even take care of bills, nothing. There's no association with me and my cell phone, because we're not gonna, I mean, they actually got in there. Shannon, well, whoever did it, and I don't want to just say it's Shannon, they're quite talented. Very talented.
Yeah, well, she has access to software that would allow her to
Mm-hmm.
do things that most people can't do.
Lori, what is the state the phones were changed to? Florida and shoot. Okay. It was Florida was the address that they changed my address to, and we have that address.
And you really think that there's no chance that this could be Nick involved?
0.
Or like related? Because
No.
he
I'm so
does live in Florida.
No, I am so positive that it is not Nick, that it's like
Allegedly.
allegedly, 100% sure it is not Nick. It's just No,
Hmm.
this had nothing to do with
I
Nick.
mean, it begs the question. I don't know.
No,
But Shannon doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, good question. Yeah, or like good point, Ellie. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, but I don't know who she knows that does. They were drop-off points. The first, the 2 checks that were cashed in Arizona. Not pointing fingers because we know somebody in Arizona. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. It's just
But we also know that Jamie was recently in Arizona. Just saying. I mean, like that's the thing. Like it's we know. I'm not exactly sure where Waco is in the state of Texas, but it wouldn't be surprised. It's a big state. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't that far away.
Yeah, Kali, I know yours was Mass.
Yeah,
and I really wouldn't have even put this together with.
Shannon lives in Massachusetts. Ooh. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. Go on.
I wouldn't have put this together if it wasn't for that hangout where you suddenly said you had phones ordered, and I said, "Wait a minute, so did I." And then it took off from there, but it got worse for me after that. A lot worse.
Yeah, and she sent documents to me directly, and that's why like that hangout with her coming on happened. Like that's why that happened. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, New Mexico's in between that. Yeah, I know, I got that. But like, I'm just thinking like, I don't know. You never know. It's so weird. Anyway, sorry. Go on. I didn't mean to derail you. Go on.
But no, it's been quite a past few months. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. A lot smarter.
Yeah, I wish Celeste were still awake or something, because I think you telling your story and her giving that was a really cool back and forth, your personal experience and her research.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Lori, can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Who was sending you screenshots that you sent Vegas tonight?
I didn't send Vegas any screenshots.
Okay.
I haven't sent Vegas anything.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Did another VoIP caller send her something from me?
No, I don't know. That would be interesting if it was, though.
There's something to all this. I don't know. But why lie? I don't know. It's so much easier to just tell the truth and be honest, right, Alex? Shit. But yeah, so can you tell us what allegedly Tanya's alleged identity fraud ring that you mentioned earlier?
Well,
because which was backed up by Celeste, I should mention, allegedly. Gone. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to.
No, it's okay. My involvement with Tanya really, I didn't think she was smart enough or knew. I underestimated her. And I'm not, you know what, I'm not even going to point my finger at her and say she did this, because that's like mob mentality. I have no direct evidence as of this moment it was Tanya. It was just brought to my attention yesterday that this could be part of what was going on with Tanya. But apparently there's been things surfacing that involved breaking into computers. And confirming that. And we knew that had happened, but we didn't know that there would be anybody in the world who was going to admit to having done that. We knew when it was happening. what a story that was
Yeah,
screwed up a little bit.
this is all allegedly. Thank you for reminding me,
Yeah,
Katie.
allegedly.
All allegedly.
And this is not mob mentality. This is just what we know. One other story that was very strange. First, I would like to say I have never been contracted by Nina, and I'm just going to put that out there.
Okay.
I don't like Nina, but that's a whole other story. One day we were talking in a private hangout, and we were talking about our own stuff, nothing to do with the community. And I was just talking about my past history with animal rescue. And I relayed a story about animals and a specific rescue in New York that I did that ended up in the newspaper. And I hadn't looked at anything like that in years. It was many years ago. Feels like a whole other life ago. When I woke up the next day, there was a article sitting on my computer on the screen, because I don't close down my screens. When I came back to my computer, and it was the news article from that rescue. That was pretty darn scary. And when I looked in my browsing history, apparently somebody had been in my email that night while I was sleeping. But hey.
Wow. Yeah.
And that was what
Yeah.
they were looking for in there. I don't know. I got on the computer with it was on a hangout, and I was like 2 seconds after I woke up, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. It's like, yeah, go on.
And we did think when this all started, Nick was nuts. And Nick was sitting there trying to explain to us, there's somebody in my computer. There is somebody in my, all his everything, basically. And we tried to believe him at the time. And through time, after seeing it over and over again, we did believe him. But we never expected somebody to actually come out and say it was them and actually admit to it.
Yeah.
So this is why it was kind of shocking yesterday for me and a lot of other people to actually learn of this. And we just did yesterday or the day before yesterday or whatever. That.
What you mean about Shannon bragging about hacking
Yeah,
into
we
Nick's
didn't have any idea.
house?
And I
allegedly?
Allegedly.
Yep.
Allegedly. I did not even associate it in that direction. But it will be because of my computer and the threat. I mean, I have it on the phone. I could show it to you, Felicia. I mean, I'm not hiding. I don't really want to put anything on Twitter for the world to see. I did show certain people some very private information that you wouldn't think you would give to perfect strangers who supposedly don't like you. It was a big leap of faith on my part.
Yeah, like people, like, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I think a lot of us have been trying to say. Like, there are limits and boundaries, and there are lines that people won't cross, even if you don't, like, particularly care for someone. It doesn't mean you want to see them, like, be fucking victimized. Yeah, Paul asks, okay, what happened yesterday? I'd like to know, too. Like, share, subscribe. This is when the magic happens. Thank you, Katie. You're a champ. Thank you. Totally.
Yeah,
I love it.
Felicia. I'm a New Yorker. I don't pronounce anything correctly.
That's okay. Like, I don't know, I slip into a Philly accent, like I said earlier, but whatever. It's cool. Go on.
Yeah. What happened yesterday? I received a DM from Celeste. Celeste and I have been talking in private as of late. I've confided in Celeste numerous times. Not anything like where we're like talking like friends, but things that have to do with what was going on. And I felt like I could trust her because I don't know, maybe because she sounded nice. But I took a leap of faith and I trusted her. And crazy as it may seem, I trusted Mid. I figured, who would be the last person in the world I would pick to trust? And I trusted Mid. I made the right decision.
Why did you wait, so you asked yourself who you'd never trust and then you
Yeah,
went to them?
who would nobody in the world think I would trust? You know? Like Mid. Would anybody have guessed that I would have trusted Mid? So
I mean, no. I
I
mean,
no.
you literally called him a
Right.
pedophile the day before.
Right.
Like,
Right. And I
okay, like, I
apologized to
mean,
him. And I apologized to him.
okay,
Um
just saying. Like,
and
I mean,
that
you have
was
to kind of,
yeah,
like, context.
nobody in the million years would have guessed I would choose certain people. And I made the right decision.
Mhm.
And
I mean, I would have, like, shit.
yesterday
I
Celeste
mean,
contacted me.
yeah,
She
sorry.
asked me some questions and said there's something going on and you guys should know about it. And she relayed the story to me and I was flabbergasted.
What
And
story?
about what was going on with Shannon.
Okay, I got you.
Because thank God I was not invited to Shannon's Island.
I was. I was there, but it was boring. Anyway, go on.
And this is truly FBI worthy, yeah, you should have lived through it. Unfortunately with this, it's very, very, very hard to get I'm going to talk about Tony in a minute. It's very hard to get the authorities to listen to you about anything that goes on online. I'm just going to say this is not something that they even want to hear about it. And the only reason that they did is that I have relatives in the police department. And I was able to get a detective to listen to me. But as for, but didn't Mid reach out to you? I would say yes on the Mid part. We kind of, I think we reached out to each other around the same time. And he was very nice. And
I mean, yeah,
I
this
hate
is
to
FBI
say,
worthy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. There, go on.
I hate to say and ruin his rotten reputation of being a meanie face, but no, he's not like that at all.
I
He's
think
really very
Mid,
nice.
I think he's fair, and I think he
Very.
wants the truth, whether he likes someone or not. It doesn't mean that the information is not valuable.
Yes, I agree. But yeah, he had helped me out um when there was certain DMs that were faked in my name to Snake Cupcakes. And no matter how many times I said I didn't write those DMs, 1,000 times I wasn't getting believed. And then Mid sat down with me and said, okay, Mid actually said, okay, if I'm going to listen to you, how could this have happened? And Mid and I actually created fake DMs to each other. And he said, yeah, this could be. And
Right, we were trying to figure that out,
yeah, and
and
we
it
did.
was right, but it wasn't necessarily that they were quote unquote faked. It was that you were accusing Felicia and Mid
Yeah,
of creating those things, and
yeah.
I was saying that it couldn't have been them because I was the first one to receive them.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the entire point. We
Yeah.
couldn't even get to the point of maybe somebody else faked them to Snake or whatever we couldn't get there because you didn't see that part.
Right. Well, I apologize for that. I told Mid back then also, I apologized for that. Apparently it was sent to Felicia and Mid. I didn't know this. This it was sent to Felicia and Mid, and they actually, from what I understand, you held on to it for a while.
Yeah.
was sent by me to them,
Mm-hmm.
and
Now, how did you get them?
sent them to me.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Snake Cupcakes sent them to me.
See, that's the weird thing is that Snake I was just reading Kiki's thing. Yeah, I know, Kiki. That's why I changed my little icon, and I can't use my lips anymore. Even though that picture did belong to me, and those lips I
I mean,
did create.
everyone's had trolls come in here lately. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah. I just put any old picture up. This is just a Google picture. I'm not using one of my personal pictures anymore for the trolls to take ownership of.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I know, Kiki, that happened.
There were like 15 Tucci's. I mean,
Yeah, I heard.
really, like 15. So, eh.
Yeah, and that
Anyway,
was the night I
sorry,
had
go
my
on.
hands underneath the camera going, look, I'm not doing this. My hands are here.
Okay.
And it's funny because I know it wasn't. I mean, like this is like something we laughed about, but we were getting trolled, and I was in a private hangout with everyone of like Nick, Irish, and a whole bunch of other people, and
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Okay, everybody, hands up." And everybody put their hands up in the air. We all saw each other's hands.
What?
And
Wait, I'm sorry.
troll
What?
came.
What is this? What now?
When this trolling was going on, you asked me, how do I know it's not Nick? Well, in thinking of it, how did I know? 100% sure. I was in a private hangout, and we were just doing our own little nothing. We were shopping for makeup or whatever we usually do. It's not a quote hangout like Subverse. We're just doing our own thing, and everybody said, I got the one of the messages, and I was like, everybody hands up, and everybody's hands went up in the air, and one person didn't, and we were all laughing. Okay, it's you, and like they put their camera on and they were sitting on the toilet. I did not mean to sound like Tanya going, get on camera right now. We all did laugh. That was like funny, not like, and every one of us had our hands up. It was nobody in my group. And that's why I'm live or die saying it was not anybody. I was literally being text the messages from these people, and I visually saw everybody's hands that were there.
Mm-hmm.
There was no doubt. And in fact, Nick was in a car driving.
Why are you fapping, Alex?
He
Sorry,
was
go on.
making fun of the group.
Oh yeah, Foff. Stupid. It was boring. Her ass. She can't fucking. She can't bring people in. She doesn't know how.
I just can't
Sorry.
believe how many people fell for it. It's like
For what?
like I don't know. They were like, I mean, what trickled down to us in all of this is that she actually called somebody out of a class.
Apparently, yeah, yeah.
That is, I mean, I could see it had to have been a younger kid, like
Well,
somebody
yeah,
who's younger. Well, no, older
She was
people go
younger.
to,
yeah.
yeah, but I mean, I remember back in the days of college when I was, going out for my sorority, and we did stupid things like that and listened. But this was
Mm-hmm.
like an older woman saying, get out of the class. Are you kidding me? We're not pledging a sorority.
Yeah, she said, "Fuck your education."
Yeah, that's messed up. Totally
That's
messed up.
why when I started this, like the first hangout of tonight, it was, the case of the 40-year-old high school dropouts.
And she
'Cause they
also
said,
tried
"Fuck your education." Sorry, go on.
she also tried to say that Melanie, or also known as Jess, didn't have to show her bra. And
She
I
did.
guess right, that's what Melanie said. And she also said that I never text her, but I did several times. And that to me right there, I will never believe anything that ever, not that I believed everything anyway, but after that, I'll never believe anything else she says.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen her do it. Like, she'll say things didn't happen that did. She will, like, it's like it never really, like, she really believes it never happened or it did happen. And, like, it's really sad almost, like, to think that someone can be so mixed up to think that that's fine to do.
Didn't
I don't know.
anybody like say, she
Yeah.
kind of was wrong about
Oh, I did,
Alma?
Lori. I
Yeah,
did.
that
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
We did it. We did it publicly in a tweet. Felicia, Mid, Tucci, and Mara. And then privately, I called Tanya because I didn't want any part of it. And I said, you need to stop what you're doing. She said, but that boy deserves. I said, I don't care. Let them do it if they're going to do it. Don't be a part of it. She didn't want to hear me. I backed away. Her mom attacked me. I backed away.
Yep.
When she went to Texas, I talked to her maybe twice and I texted her. And that was it. I backed away. You can only do so much. I mean, you can warn people only so much. They have to learn for themselves. And apparently, some of these women were only in this group for a few days when the shit went down. And not all of them were there at the same time. And the minute it was holy shit, that's when it all blew up.
um, Dita, so all the calls and message, I feel like you, Felicia. Are you supposed to be reading this, or could I read it too out
Oh, yeah,
loud?
yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know the
read it.
rules yet.
Sorry. I'm
Okay.
like, yeah, I'm going back. There's a lot of stuff happening going.
So
Yeah.
all the calls and messages have stopped, Lori. I haven't gotten a phone call in a while, but the phones were ordered like 2 weeks ago. And don't quote me on the exact 2 weeks. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't believe anyone had CPS called. Okay, there was something I heard tonight that nearly had me jumping out of my skin. I have not and never called CPS on Tanya. The story she was relaying was the day that she did that suicide threat. And supposedly somebody called her, the police and when they said, can you please identify yourself? They said it was my name. I was not home when she left her suicide threat. I don't watch her. I don't watch her periscopes. I didn't even watch them on the computer. I wasn't interested in anything Tanya had to say. She had her own world. Go out, live your life.
Mhm.
It's a big world. So in all the times that she was saying we were the ones who were trolling her, nobody was. And I know that 100%. We were so not interested in Tanya. None of us. We could have cared less.
Mhm.
I remember her saying, oh, well, Lori should have called, or, no, Lori doesn't have to call. I don't care if I'm a mandated reporter. If she said it to me in person or on the phone, this is what I was going to do. By the time I found out about this, the incident was already over, like way, way over. I wasn't even home that day. And nor did I have her phone number that I could have even contacted CPS on her. My life did not involve her in any way.
I think with that, but besides that part, she was saying that when she was using, I don't have an iPhone, so I don't understand it, and I'm not saying it's true. Like I said, she's a liar, but what she was saying is that the Fancy Gemstones email is attached to your I something, and it gave her the I, what is it? ID,
Yeah,
the
like,
ID,
yeah, Apple
and
ID.
the Apple ID, and it was
Guys, I use
What? Wait,
have
what happened?
Apple. I don't use Apple. I have a Samsung G, G6 or whatever one that just came out, is the type of phone I have. I have never owned an Apple ever. So, oops. Sorry,
And I might be
Tanya.
explaining it wrong, but
No,
that's what
I
I
understood what you
understood.
said.
Yeah.
And that is total
That's what
bullshit.
happened. That's what happened. I don't know if I can actually say that. You know what? Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's just that's so very much a pattern.
Well, my pattern is that every time you fall out, this shit starts to happen.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, there isn't anything concrete as of yet. And I would like to say for the record, the last time, that first hangout we had after all this shit blew up, I'm the one who's not blaming anybody, but I'm the one who sat there and said, let's hear Tanya out, right? I never said, as far as I remember, I never said I was going to take her down. And I'm still saying, like, let's wait for the proof. Let the cops do Lori's stuff. But I don't think it's wrong for her to say this is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kiki says, Lori, can I ask what made you distance yourself from Tanya way back when? Nick seems to despise her. Nick was the first person out of the group who wanted to boot her from our island. She was very much a know-it-all. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. And she didn't come across as Nick started getting a lot of shit for having her up on the View. It was my fault. I was the one who said, there's something about her. There's something endearing about her. She's really, really loyal to Nick. That loyalty turned into a little bit of an obsession. And I mean, we made up like jokes about her having blow up dolls of Nick in her closet, but it went really south. With me, it didn't happen until after I went to sleep one day and woke up to a hangout where she's literally screaming. I literally got woken up by Melissa and Irish at the same time. They were both ringing my phones and I was napping. And there was Tanya in a hangout going, Lori's scared of me. Fuck her. She's hiding. I'm like, I'm not hiding. I'm sleeping. What on earth is going on? And the next thing I know, she's accusing me of being the purge. Let me think. I was purged before her. Had my daughter used, and I'm kind of a protective mommy. And yeah, that didn't happen. I was in my wildest dreams. I could never imagine doing that to another person. But I woke up to Tanya didn't even call me to say, Lori, this is what we suspect, or there is evidence that it was you, or maybe she was getting a void call. Nothing. I just woke up and 1 minute we were friends and the next minute she's screaming on the top of her lungs, you are the purge, and we all know it. There was zero evidence to that. And I'll go to my grave saying I was not the purge. I don't know. I was told who the purge was. It doesn't mean that it's true.
Who are you told? Allegedly.
I would rather not say. Right. For very good reasons. I mean, I was told that that's who was
Who?
involved.
Well,
Yeah,
are you going to say
it's
that you know
not.
who it
It's
is and you're not
not
going to tell
a.
us? Come on.
It's not. No, it's not. I received some
Just say it.
DMs from people.
It's
Um,
Nick, isn't it?
no, no. I was told it was Kat and Rory.
Oh, that doesn't make sense.
No, there
I
was
mean
some things that
everything
Stinky.
that I know a lot about this stuff. And yeah, that doesn't. I can say that's not. It doesn't make sense. Sorry.
Okay, that's why I didn't want. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I would
I wasn't
suspect
going
whoever
to.
told you that, and I'm actually wondering who your source is now because that's not. Yeah, no.
Yeah, there was some reasons that they were saying that, but That's
Okay,
neither
let's
here. You know,
save
right
that.
now it's like not even. It doesn't even matter. Um,
Okay, sorry. Go on.
that's it turned real. The purge, I don't believe. I mean, it was bad, and nobody like Holly didn't deserve it. Um, Tanya didn't deserve it, and I don't care what she was doing, or what was said. You don't go after the children, and the three of us had our kids attacked, and that was just. No matter how you do it, it was just wrong. I'm sorry, and also, yes, I can't forget. Sherry also got her kids, um, in the same
Yeah, I heard
direction.
about that. Like, why
Yeah.
did Tanya go
Can
after
I?
Sherry? Yes?
So there's two separate incidences with Sherry. So one was her children and something to do with her ex-husband, I believe,
Hmm.
and
Mhm.
not to throw it out, but what I understood was that um, yes, Tanya did let that out of the bag, but she was told by you, Lori.
I didn't know Sherry's. I didn't know Sherry's ex-husband. I didn't know the story of Sherry's ex-husband. Um, I that didn't happen, and Sherry and I know it. The information was looked up on Sherry. I to this day do not even. I don't
Well,
question Sherry in any way what her personal business is. Whether the stories that were out there were true or not was none of anybody's business, not even Tanya's. Tanya came out with these stories, and nobody even knows if it's true or if it's not true. It was just another thing that Tanya came out and said.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
okay. Thanks. See, Sherry is Lori does not. No, I do not. I don't know his name. I don't know. I know personal things about Sherry. Don't get me wrong. We're good friends, but never questioned Sherry on
did you have a falling
her
out with
ruse.
her, Sherry? Sorry to interrupt, but did you have a falling out with Tanya or something? I mean, because that would like hem close to the pattern that we've
well it
established.
started well it started with her releasing Sherry's information, if
Well,
I
yeah.
remember correctly.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like,
And
that
then,
seems to have been precipitated by a falling out with Tanya in all the other cases. So I'm just wondering if something
well,
happened.
it would be good to know if there was something that happened right before the second incident that happened with the prank calls or something to her husband's phone, maybe.
Sherry got very smart. Um, Sherry, she was getting these calls, these threatening calls, and her husband put a tracer on the phone. And Sherry has gone to the police with that. And right now it's
Oh, whoa.
almost 6 o'clock in the morning here, so my brain has gone basically numb. So I don't remember the complete details on it, but or where the trace ended up. But that's true. Sherry did trace it, and I think it was to the area that Tanya was in, but I don't want to start rumors, and it had something to do with that.
Well, Sherry, you can tell us, right? I mean, you're right here. You can just type it in. What area was it traced to, if you don't mind?
Side chat's frozen for me.
It's frozen for me too.
That's weird.
What the actual fuck?
Are you sure? Wait. Well,
It's frozen for Lynn, it's frozen for me.
give me a sec here. I'll refresh.
Yeah, I gotta let my dog out before he pees on my floor. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Come on.
I don't know. I mean, shit. Maybe we're being flagged. Like last call.
They can't. Well, wouldn't the stream stop?
I have no idea. I mean, no. I mean, I don't know why this is happening though. Like, I don't. Literally never happened before. Weird.
Can you unmute Lynn, or does she have to do it herself?
Oh, let me see. Oh, I think she has to do it herself. Yeah, I don't have her muted, so that's her.
Oh, did she talk?
No.
Touch your picture. If you're on a phone, if you're on a phone, touch your picture and a little thing should come up. Oh, it's not coming up for me, Felicia. Oh yeah. Hold it down and then a microphone and a flag will pop up. Hit
You
the
guys
mic.
are on your phones?
Oh, you had it. There you go.
Oh shit, there you go. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Did the side chat get fixed? Oh, it's working. Okay.
Nice.
Nobody was
Oh, we
timed
don't-
out. The side chat froze.
Yeah.
Sherry said she still has the recording of the person threatening her oldest, and she said it was traced back to Illinois.
Yeah, oh, here we are. Okay. Caught up. Go on. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess it doesn't, I mean, that's not where Tanya is, so I don't know.
Well, if it's a VoIP thing,
Yeah. Mm. Like a,
but I don't know what software her husband has.
yeah. No, I don't. I try not to block people if I can help it.
She said, but after I left the drama that night, and I
Oh,
can
sorry, yeah.
shot at the world, we were okay at the time between me and Tanya.
So she
when
just
you
randomly, yeah. Sorry, go on.
So when you got the call, Sherry, you and Tanya were okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, she deleted her entire account, and, like, I'm sorry. But, like, when you run, you look guilty.
They were watching Nick's Periscope when we were getting the calls. I was in his scopes. Maybe it's because you were hanging out with Nick then. I don't know.
Hmm.
It could be anybody. You
Yeah.
know?
It's a weird group, yeah.
With
Who
the
knows?
guy, at the time, JJ, I thought we were. Yeah, well, the minute I told her mom off, the next day I was getting all sorts of new types of VoIP calls.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped when Tanya and I were okay again.
Yeah, JJ's one of the people that I didn't want to, I didn't know if I should, like, mention, but,
Not.
well, I
don't
never know. So I just, yeah, but you said it, so, like, yeah, it's very much a pattern. Like, it's how many people...
Barbie didn't turn on Tanya. Tanya turned on Barbie.
No, I think she means that Tanya was okay with Barbie, but then decided to turn on Barbie.
Oh.
Like, I think that's what, because that is what happened, right?
She was claiming that I was saying shit about her parenting, which I never did at the time. Well, maybe that's why then, Sherry.
I don't know.
And to be honest with you, not very many people knew that Tanya and I went off on her mom and her, so that makes it even less plausible that it was somebody else. In my mind, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no problem, Kiki. Sorry, go on.
It makes it less plausible to me because it was only like her mom, and then you, Mara, Tucci.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the only ones that knew. So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like, how many times can it happen before it starts to be a fucking behavioral pattern, and, like, a chronic one at that? Like, come on.
Right.
Sorry, that's all. Maybe I just repeated myself. If I did, I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah, Sherry, she was.
Oh.
she was saying that you were saying shit about her parenting. And I could say we did, everybody, and it's not just us. Everybody has questioned her parenting ability and her choices that she's made.
Yeah, but that's just like
It's what she puts
people.
out there. The
People
impression
talk.
she was,
People
yeah,
talk.
it
Yeah.
was an impression that seemed to have been straight across the board.
Can
And
I?
a lot
I'm
of people
sorry.
felt sorry for her. We all did at one point. And
Can I
then,
tell you people were sending her money for
yeah,
teeth or whatever else to try to help her, and not all of them were um, aware of everything that she's done or experienced with her. And my thing is they're sitting there chain smoking cigarettes and asking other people for money. You know what I mean? And I'm not a parent, but I feel guilty when I ignore my dogs if they need to go outside and they have to like bark at me to get my attention. So, um,
Rory, it's been a very long time since you've been in contact with Sherry. Very long time. Um, it's yeah, Sherry's not like anything like that. I know you're not accusing her, but I'm just saying in general, so because people might not know Sherry the way we know her. Sherry's so not into the drama. We back in the day, Sherry tried it, and we kind of were like, Sherry, this is not you. You are way too nice to even try to throw shade at people. That was way back at the beginning, and that was that whole thing with Thirsty Thursday. And the best decision I made was to back up Sherry and stay friends with her back then, and Nick too. Nick stayed friends with Sherry, and she is a very good friend to us. And I will say that, yeah, there could be situations where Vegas and Kat are being set up. I'm not going to say that is not a possibility at this point in time. Right now, after what I've learned in the last couple of days, we could all be victims.
What?
It
What are you
was
talking
a
about?
hangout.
Thursdays? The fuck?
it's
I
stuff
we
Sherry
never.
on her channel.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I was like, what is that? Because, like, it kind of sounds like a hangout thing or something.
Yeah, she used to
Like,
do
is
a
this?
Thirsty Thursday where she would
Oh,
try to do drama, and she just sucked. She just really, it wasn't her thing. Makeup's her thing. She's brilliant when it comes to makeup. She knows. I mean, really, there is like 4 people that I could say can talk the hell out of makeup and do obsessively, and Sherry is one of them. She knows everything that's coming out, all the reviews. She's brilliant at it. And drama was just not her forte. And thank you, Sherry. Lori didn't do that. Nick suggested that for me. And yeah, that's true. Nick did suggest Thirsty Thursday. But you got to remember back then we were all learning, trying to like find our place. And sometimes it takes a couple of attempts at where our niche is. And once we figured out where Sherry's niche really was, we were friends. Everything was good.
well, I
Oh,
mean,
we're
I
time.
don't. Or Barbie says I'm like missing something. I still find the actual part where Tanya's mom says that I threatened Sean. Just look through the screenshots again. Well, I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
they're
Like,
there.
I mean, she said something. She might not have said threatened. She said like terrible things about something to that effect. So I can't say that. What?
No, it was threatened Sean. It was trolling Sean, threatened Sean. This I even have the
I'm.
the
I mean,
screenshots of that.
I mean, it depends on if we're gonna get into like semantics or anything. But I'm saying, like, whatever the specific wording was, that was the like, um,
Barbie, if
The
there's some reason
message.
that you need it, I have that. I
Well,
have
and
those.
weren't there more that she just couldn't send you or something you were saying, or
I don't know. She was in side chat earlier. I'll take another look. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I missed something, but yeah, I don't know. I started to go cross-eyed trying to fucking crop the things and fucking get them in order. So, but yeah, I'll see if like I don't know. I could have missed something.
Barbie, I have the direct
What has happened?
screenshots of that. In fact, I believe where did they come from? I'll send you. I don't remember right now. I have the exact screenshots, and yeah, you were totally thrown under the bus with that.
What was it supposed to prove? What you mean, like all the screenshots? Well, that Teresa did come into the side chat and say what I read off, and you know, I mean, that's the thing. The next day, Tanya was calling me a liar.
Yeah, Tanya was denying and saying things. It didn't. It
Yeah,
didn't
saying
go
it never
down
happened.
the way. Yeah, and we've got.
Got 2 dozen witnesses. Like,
Yeah, that's and I definitely have them.
not to mention, which I made the mistake because I wasn't around, and I was like, Tanya, could it have been twisted on an accident? And then I heard you read it out word for word, and the word for word matches the screenshot. So,
thank you.
I mean,
It
I don't
happened.
understand how that's like.
Even
I mean,
yeah.
like it is semantics kind of at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
No, Tanya said maybe. I said my mother said maybe did it. And
Yeah.
no,
No
that
maybe.
well, no,
no,
first
there
it
was
was
no.
she didn't say it at all. Then she changed it to maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that even though it is semantics, I still feel like that is on a different level because it implies like degree of doubt that was not there whatsoever.
Right.
So again, it affects the
And
overall sentiment of the message that was sent.
Vegas, that
Shannon
is
went in.
disgusting.
What?
Excuse me, Vegas. I have never ever
Oh, God.
been in your garbage. I have never been to your side of town. Okay, I don't go there. You could stay there, I'll stay on my side of the town, and we can live a perfectly good life in the same town. Leave the strip as the border, we're fine.
Yeah, none, yeah. But remember, as long as Tanya believes the BS coming out of her mouth, if it's true. Yeah. I mean, like, I couldn't believe, like, the stuff she was, like, I couldn't believe the way she was talking to me. And I couldn't believe, like, not only that, but, like, I just couldn't believe the claims she was making. Like, I couldn't believe that she was trying to fucking float that shit. I gotta say, like, I mean, I might have mentioned this earlier, but, you know, there has been talk that perhaps Shannon's a bit jealous of Tanya's, like, sort of following on Periscope, and that she's sort of planning to isolate her, and the fact that she has, like, access to all of her social media accounts and stuff, and, like, will fucking chime in on, like, her DMs and shit, and fucking yeah, apparently he has, you know, access to absolutely everything. That's a bit worrisome. Yeah, she was very rude to me. She was a fucking bitch. I mean, I wasn't really surprised because she did that before. She did that with the, oh, you're victim blaming, when I said, like, you know, I told you not to fucking give your number out. Duh, what are you, stupid? Like, come on. Like, really. Sorry, but like at this point, it's like, yeah, no, that's a fucking stupid thing to do. Why you come to me asking for advice and you just disregard it? Get the fuck out of here, wasting my time. Ever since then, like I knew like what she was about, and I knew that she would flip the script whenever it like suited her. Anyway, one didn't out possibly it works for her. That's for sure. Yeah.
okay,
Well, I don't know about that.
Barbie's right about the screenshots. I can't find it either, but Lori, if you have them, I would
Oh,
send
I'm 100% sure I have them. I'm just
Okay,
tired.
Well,
I'll
I'm
send
saying like whether or not the word threatened was used. I mean, I
right.
believe the sentiment was the same.
I agree.
An
If
attack on. Sorry. Go
Lori
on.
can send them to you anyway, just you know.
Yeah. Sorry. What? Wait. What was like? She wanted an out. Sorry, Kiki, what?
Me? What? Oh, I was just
Oh,
saying
you
it would be
mean,
nice for
or,
Lori to send them to you if in case there were anyone missing that you didn't get.
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I'd appreciate that. That'd be awesome. Made me think she'd never generated. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, absolutely. But I don't think it did work for her because we all clocked it. Like if it, like if she were
Within,
like
right?
sorry, what?
You guys did it within days, right?
What? Sorry.
You clocked it all.
Yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
you know what? I think maybe the sugar bakers had sent it to me in a DM. I'm looking at, and they don't have their account anymore, so it disappeared from my.
fuck 'em.
Yeah, you guys got the sugar bakers taken down, and that's who sent it
That's
to me.
funny.
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna look through. I got it in a DM.
Yeah, the accusations. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, just flip the script and like turn it around someone else, right? Perfect out. Like, I mean, it's like, part of the thing, like the best, don't they say like what? The best manipulators are people who like you never realize are doing it. So we all realized, we all noticed, we all knew. The same. Like, I don't know. I don't think that she was like all that slick. I think she thinks she was that slick, but I think she doesn't understand the the mechanism that she was exploiting was like her own sense of like, or our own sense of like pity. Like she thought that she was like the hot shit. I mean, like fucking earlier, Teresa came in here under a troll account saying, "Oh, you're lucky that I swear to God, she said this. You can hear me read it out because I couldn't believe it. She said like, "Oh, you people were lucky that Tanya even performed for you in the first place." She said that shit. Think about that. We're lucky that she performed for us. Okay? Like there are levels to this shit. What? I don't have to go to sleep. This happened. Performed. Yeah, performed. I mean, yeah, that's part of the reason I was like, oh shit, we gotta have a second one, and now we're back again. Because shit went bananas.
I think Lynn had some
Yeah.
questions.
Oh yeah, sorry. So I'm getting my second wind now, so I hate
I
when
don't
that
know if
happens.
you guys can even hear me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, Lynn.
Oh, I have the phone like so close to my mouth because I've been talking and I don't think you could have heard me. The fuck?
Thank you, Paul. Paul says, and clock at the house means you catch everything. Nice. Yeah, regardless of this is Barbie, by the way. Regardless of semantics, whether Teresa was said threatened, trolled, attacked, whatever word she said, please send screenshots to me of where Teresa said I went after Sean. Yeah, she said something to that effect, is my point, yeah. Sorry. Hi, Lynn. How you doing?
I'm sleepy and this shit just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling.
I know. Man, I'm saying. Oh, man. Yeah, now I really am hitting my second one. I hate when that happens because, like, it's the adrenaline, And I'm like, okay, blah, 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 blah. I hate that shit. But, yeah, what are your questions? What's up?
Let's see if I can remember. God, I've been here all night.
Shit, me too. I really do. This is a marathon every time. But, anyway. It's hard. Just because I make it look effortless doesn't mean it is. Sorry, go on.
Okay, first question. It's for Lori. Lori, you said earlier that during the whole trolling that you were in a private hangout and you had everybody put up their hands. Were you present? Were you present though during the chat to actually show that the chat had stopped? Or was it just an assumption?
What do you mean?
That like if you were present during the chat and you could see that as soon as you say hands up, that the troll stopped talking, or did you just assume?
No, everybody put their hands in the air. We were laughing about it. We all went hands up. We put our hands in the air, and my phone rang again, and it was the troll, while everybody's hands were up in the air. Oh, in fact, hear that. I guess they're listening.
Is that on Hangouts? Are you being Hangout trolled?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks, JJ. What? Who's calling you?
I'm figuring it. I'm in trouble. But yeah, our hands were
so was that?
up in the air. No,
I mean, you're in trouble,
that's
so I
my
see.
friend. No, I'm joking around. Like
Oh,
uh-oh.
okay.
No. So this was everybody that was in the room that I was in could not have possibly
Me neither,
been
Amy.
the troll that was trolling.
Sorry, I
and
can't
doing
believe I'm
this.
still alive. Yeah, I have no idea. The adrenaline just kicked in though, so things are gonna get fun. Sorry to interrupt you, Lori. Go on.
That's how when I was asked, do I 100% know it's not. It was not Irish. It was not Nick. It was not Vanessa. It was not Nick. It was not Sherry. It was not Trish. Everybody was hands up. Everybody.
I mean, but I don't know. I don't think that necessarily like proves like
Well, I mean,
you can
like,
program
yeah,
a
it just-
computer. You
Yeah,
know.
you hear the phone going off on here.
Mm-hmm.
While everybody had their hands in the air, my phone was being VoIPed by the person who was basically telling me about my daughter's scans. So I know that it could not have been anybody that I was associating with, because I only was associating with them.
Well, like, where did this happen though? Like, I mean, in what like forum, what medium, what platform?
Like a hangout, like a private
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Okay.
And you just heard about it? I mean, like, you didn't actually see it?
No, I saw the attack on my phone, and I saw everybody's little pictures. You know, everybody had hands up at the exact moment that my phone, like, it was happening simultaneously. So I was being trolled and seeing, it was physically seeing with my own eyes. It was not any of my friends. So when I'm questioned, oh, how do you know? I've not only do I just have faith that it wasn't my friends, I have firsthand knowledge that my friends' hands, they don't have more than two hands. And everybody showed their hands.
I'm sorry. I just like that doesn't necessarily mean
We pulled a Tanya, or I pulled a Tanya. Everybody, show your faces. That's what I did. Like, and we laughed. Unlike, like, it wasn't funny when Tanya did it and they were threatening. I was joking, but my entire room went.
well, they weren't
okay,
threatening, they were like
hands up.
insulting. Like, you know, they were like, oh, Snapchat filters or do everything and shit like that. They were getting really shitty. From what I understand, I was so over that group at that point. I didn't even go in. Like, and I saw like face reveal day, and I'm like, nah, I'm Felicia. You guys know me. I have a fucking hangout. I'm not revealing my face. Fuck you. So I just didn't even bother. But yeah, so I totally missed all of this. But yeah, apparently they were like talking shit about people's looks. Fucked up. Yeah, sorry, what? Anyone could have something else. Yeah. That's I was gonna say that. Good point, Dita. Sorry, go on, Lynn.
No, I was fussing at my dog.
Oh. Okay.
No, I'm not like accusing you of anything, Lori. I'm just trying to fully comprehend the whole
No,
story.
I know.
Today's just been really jumbled, and we've backtracked a lot, and I've got lost a lot. So I'm just trying to fully comprehend everything.
Yeah, and like, maybe I'm not explaining myself completely because I'm tired.
I mean,
I completely understand
this shit at this point.
It's just we did everything in our power in the world to stay away from this. you know, and I have total faith in my friends that they had nothing to do with this. Tanya was being trolled
Can
by an outside person. I
can we can we clarify something about that?
mhm.
Please do.
Because what I understand is that either there was a bet made because there was a comment made,
Yes,
whoever, what,
we did Festivus.
right,
That is true.
you
Bet
guys got it
was
all out, and then it was going to stop, and you guys made a bet or an agreement, and that you weren't going to do drama, hangouts, and talk about this.
yes,
Is
and
there,
we
what's
and
like the prize, or what do you have to do if you break it?
I was going to lose my pencils, and we all know I love my pencils.
We're all just trying to understand, Lynn.
Yeah, and I know,
Really.
I understand. I mean, we've
So-
poured out
Yeah.
the idea of Festivus in the past, and we all had something that was near and dear to us,
Yeah, I agree, Nanya. Yeah.
and we all put it up, and we
I'll
all
just say that
supported each
safely.
other when we were going to lose our minds listening to people talking about us, every one of us at some point, except we just supported each ourselves. And I could say I think I came in second. Somebody screwed up before me, and then I kind of jumped the ship because I got when I actually jumped. When I did it, when I broke it, I was at the point of just learning about. I believe it was checks, and I couldn't hold back. I was just like, I was livid that somebody was in my bank account and had done that, and it might have been at that point that I think in private I went and I told Celeste. I was like, I couldn't hold it back. I had to tell somebody, and then I felt guilty for having broken it, and I admitted it that I broke Festivus and I lost the bet. But luckily, the person who won said we don't have to give up our stuff, and that was very nice of that person. So we all, at the end, got to keep our stuff.
So what I agreed with about Nanya is Nanya said Tanya was being trolled by her mom. I really do think so. Tony says, my gut says there's a reason Rory is defending Tanya. Tanya shit on her. I know. Like, there has got to be something there. That was, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, it's what you say and then what you do. You know?
Exactly. Because
Oh, we can't really hear you?
bring my phone back to my mouth.
Perfect. Perfect.
Like what got me is, Rory jumps on and she starts talking all this stuff, and then she goes, "But I know something, but I can't say anything."
Yeah, I fucking
And
hate
then it goes from, because we were talking about Tanya, and then she starts defending her, and then she goes, "I can't really say anything because it can jeopardize my business." Those are not her exact words. I'm just subnoting all this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yet you're on here talking mad shit,
Mhm.
and then you want to shut up and
Yeah.
then defend somebody? That you're basically contradicting yourself.
She wants to
What are
protect
you
someone's
hiding?
YouTube career. Yeah.
And that's why a month ago I sent all my shit out to people.
Worst.
Everything
What
that I've
was
said tonight, there has
Hold
been,
on. To
it
me,
was
it's
sent
no
out.
different than Lori defending Nick.
What?
It's no
Sorry.
different than Lori saying, "I'm not going to talk about Nick."
Rory
Mhm.
said the same thing. She said,
Yeah.
"I'm not going
Yeah.
to talk about Nick." And then
I'm
she
not
got into the side chat, and then she was like,
I
taunting. Yeah,
know,
okay.
and I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just trying, like, Vegas has done this the whole time. She tries to stay, I don't know how to explain it, neutral, but I understand. I don't like it when people say that, but like Celeste, she was, keeping Lori's information confidential, but she was trying to get us to think about what happened so we could understand for ourselves. But she wasn't willing to let her source go because that's what she said she would do, is not share that without permission.
Yes.
So, and I'm not saying that I wish Vegas would share, of course, we all do. And for her motivations, I can't speak, but I'm giving the Celeste example. There's information I have that I can't share with anybody, but I guess I'm not also not saying that, but I just did. But I think everybody has information that for some reason or another they can't share. Whether that reason is a good reason or not, that's obviously up to debate.
I agree.
I mean, you can't have
And
it
that's
both
why I was
ways.
very
Like,
appreciative of Celeste.
like you want
Celeste
to
did a
come.
really, really good job. I will tell you this, that I gave her some juicy info, and knowing exactly who she was going to tell, and that woman never betrayed me in public once. I heard it all, and neither did Felicia. They all knew.
And neither did Mid.
Yeah, neither did Mid. I have to include. I chose wisely.
Thank you, Tony. So Tony says, Rory, nobody knows everything about someone they've never met. Yeah. It's true. True facts.
I'm not saying I agree with Vegas. I'm just trying to explain maybe a reason why. Not everybody can be a right fighter and say, I have this information, and whether it's going to hurt somebody or not, I'm going to release that. I'm one of those people, and it'll eat me alive. On the other hand, not everyone can do
I
that.
not read before. What did? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm trying. Barbie says, just because Rory doesn't say everything doesn't mean she still supports Tanya. Okay. Rory is done with Tanya. Did you ever think that maybe she can't say things because it would hurt innocent people? I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. Like,
There is something called privacy, and while I kind of understand what that is, none of us say everything.
Right.
It's that's what in private means. We could, there's just that's what in private means, and no, I can't discuss everything.
well, I mean, look, I think
It's
for me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go on.
yeah, I've said all that I could say.
Well,
And
Celeste also mentioned the contract between Vegas and Tanya because technically Tanya was an employee, but that doesn't protect Nick. But I mean,
Yeah.
for the Tanya stuff. And then I think Vegas is a parent first. So I know a lot of times with things that I've disagreed upon, she'll, when we would talk about the trolling or whatever, she could understand because she has a child. She's had CPS call on her by people that aren't in our direct group or, whatever. So
I was wondering something. Did anybody ever think that Tanya would go out and actually say, I dare you, I double dare you, I triple dare you to troll me. I'm not going to take nothing from,
I mean, she did that with the Nina video.
Well, she did that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, so like some people expected it because she did it all the time.
But it might not be a conspiracy theory when it comes to her getting trolled. It could be one person does it once, another person does it again. And yeah, you all know she was trolled. But it doesn't necessarily mean that all her trolling came from one person.
Well, and the other thing is you're gonna sit there after she said she was gonna take Sean off, after she said she was gonna stop cussing in front of him, stop smoking in front of him. She continued to curse in front of him, and up until recently, because I saw it on her Twitter, I wasn't going in her Periscopes because the last time I went in, her mother called Sean a dick in the Periscope, and I was disgusted. So she's getting these text messages trolling her and supposedly Sean. Why the fuck do you still have him on Periscope? And you're not deleting them, you're leaving them up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that hard to find out where she lives, let me tell you.
Yeah, Lynn, well said. Says, what I was trying to say is when Rory said that she knew something but would not say it, but if Collie wanted to, she would spill it. That's what was tripping me up. I know. It was fucking massive. I was so pissed.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if I misconveyed that, but that's what
yeah.
was like boggling me the whole entire time. And then no one would really say anything. And then we go into part 2 and it was nothing.
Okay.
Well, no. I mean, I think parts like Celeste laid it down. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, Celeste did,
That's
but it
what we
took
needed.
Celeste a while to get here.
Yeah, well, she was trying to get on. And like eventually she just went in a side chat and I read out what she said. But she was trying to get on here all that time.
Is Lori still friends with Boris and Lindsay?
Oh.
My relationship with Boris and Lindsay has been blown way out of proportion. Due to the harassment that we've gotten, I don't talk to Boris and Lindsay, besides the fact that Boris doesn't like me. Lindsay does. I have no problems with them at all. I've never spoken to them on the phone. The nature of our relationship was not like that. I was not trolling with them. In fact, when Lindy and I were passing notes back, Boris got very angry at us. That was one of the reasons I think Boris blocked me, or I was blocked at one time by him. I might not be blocked now. Yeah, he's gotten, I guess, kicked off of Twitter a few times, and I'm constantly having to like push the button and say yes. So I think that at one point I was blocked by him. And his words to me were, Lori, I will, always appreciate the friendship that we had, but, I want as far away from this situation as possible. And I think that the war with the Lindsay and Boris situation has gone on for so long, so many years, that whole situation, I think, is just, I believe Mara once said it. They all enjoy hating each other. I mean, they love
they all like fighting.
That I think is all their thing. And I'm not part of that daily, I don't even think it's a hatred at this point. It's more like, I think Mara said it the best. Like, that enjoyment for them is to go bicker back and forth with each other and throw digs at each other and see who can one up each other. I was never part of that, never wanted to be part of that. Sometimes chuckle at it, but that's the nature of my relationship with Lindsay and Boris. I will.
Sorry.
I wouldn't call it friends, and we were not going out to dinner. I don't even talk to them on the phone. I don't even have their phone number.
Yeah, sorry. Barbie said the only thing Nick ever said that was true was that Tanya's mom works harder than Tanya. LOL. I was laughing at that. Sorry. Oh, great. Look who it is. Tooch. Where's Toochie in her bed?
Who is it? Where happened?
Yes. Her fave. Anyway, sorry. Doesn't exist. Can't see it. Your dog or 8 weeks. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry. I mean, continuing the on Twitter, they're toxic. Oh.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody
is here.
That's great.
Did anybody accuse Boris of doing anything to Tanya? I don't think anyone on this panel or in the side chat one had said anything about Lindy except for just now. Or
no,
that
I believe it was going back and forth with them. There was banter about Tanya and things going back.
Right, but not in this direct minute or time. They were just asking if you guys are friends. That's it.
Yeah, Leah, just so that you know, I have no accounts on Twitter with my name on it. So if you're getting a Lori Green
she changed her handle.
Yeah, long ago. Like multiple times I've had my handle on there changed. And up until tonight, my accounts were closed down. So as the trolls come in my name, I change my Twitter account because I don't really use it for anything except our community stuff. So if you get followed by a Lori Green, it's not me. I'm Mushy Boo Boos. And that was kind of to bug Felicia. She doesn't like my
I don't know why.
You don't like my birds.
I don't have a problem with your birds. I just think it's weird that they're like always right there.
Well, they're in the room.
Well, but they're right there. Like it's like what? It's a weird choice.
To have my birds in the
unusual.
room? Well,
yeah, if you're doing a hangout and it's like broadcasting.
they don't. The cage is huge. We can't. It doesn't go out of this room. The birds have free flight in this room. Like their cage is there, they're there, and their cage door is open 24/7.
Thank you, Emerald. God, I hate her.
I know.
Yeah.
I was trying to go by your rules. I'm sorry.
What?
I was trying to go by your rules.
My rules? I rules?
Well, if they're not being assholes, then
yeah, she's always been an asshole. I mean, let's be like, she's annoying. She annoys me. I'm sorry. It's just like
I don't want to hear either, but I was just trying to go by the rules.
Like, I don't know. What is she even like? No one even cares what she's talking about. She comes in and she's like, and then she gets blocked. I love it.
I know. The only thing that was brought up was that they were still friends. It wasn't negative or.
Yeah. You just have to say her name 3 times and she pops up. Stupid.
Oh.
Isn't the only one. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But,
Yeah, I don't have. I know about that account. One following 100 people. Yeah, that's not. I don't have unlimited. I haven't had unlimited life hacks in a long time. That was changed.
Yeah, I mean the birds have been quiet tonight. This morning.
I think they're afraid to open their mouths.
They should be. I mean, after all the shit that just went down in here, damn. I'm scared.
No, I also have. I used to have a microphone on my desk, and then I graduated to the headphones. And I don't think the mic picks them up. Their tweets up as bad as the one that was on the desk.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just like I don't know, like because like it's like production. You know, it's like video production or like at least audio production. So like to have like such a loud, like distinctive, distracting sort of background noise is a strange choice, I feel. So that's why it became a thing.
My computer's in this room. This is I'm lucky enough to have my own domain here.
Okay.
My craft room is my lady room. So I got everything in here. I mean, literally, we're not far off. I could live in a 400 by 400 space. I just don't. I love this room. So, yeah, it's where my birds are.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like,
I can't let them fly around my house.
Like, became a joke, and it will continue to be a joke.
That's okay.
It is an odd choice for a video a production to have like such. I mean, especially because it's only sound. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's like you know, it's like being in broadcast with a stutter. Yeah, if I can't even say stuff with a stutter, like. It's like it's so like obviously like a problem, like not the tools for the job that it's like what? I know my mouth can't even make like fucking word noises right now. I said word noises, like that's the thing. But I'm just like but it's not a stutter.
Emrai, why am I banned from you? I don't know that you were. I'll unban you.
Treated Lindy shitty? Oh, okay. Oh, what's JJ doing? She going savage? What? It's not a way to have closure. What? There's no closure.
No, she was bringing up OC, trying to play games, and I told her that why do that after we just dealt with Lindy? Like we're trying to have a civil conversation about whatever the fuck. And all I said was, please stop.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with defending OC or anything. It's just childish.
OC already came in here earlier. A lot of shit happened tonight. Like, I just don't get her deal. I know I just said that to her, but like, really, I just don't. Whatever, you know, whatever.
Emrod, I don't see you as being. You're not on a blocked list. I don't
Oh
know.
shit! You know what? I figured this out with Snake because I accidentally blocked her, thinking that she was a troll account. You have to go to their
channel
profile,
and
then
I'm on her profile, and it says
like the flag thing.
the
Little flag thing.
and
Don't actually flag it. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say unblock user like it usually. If she was blocked, it would say unblock user, and she doesn't have that. That was the same issue I had with Barbie's account. That's why I couldn't unblock her because it was.
Sorry.
I don't do that many hangouts on this channel, so.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Barbie said,
Make a
JJ, please stop
difference.
talking about it. I was the one talking, so like that's on me. Anyway. Just saying. What? I'm like a space cadet right now. What's up? But I'm always one. What? Did I miss something? I missed some shit.
Nanya said, so has anyone heard from Tanya after her last scope? And she was in Tim's. I don't know if she was in John's, but she was in Tim's scope. Vegas, we can't get those screenshots from Lori because the people who sent them to her, they got their account suspended. So she said she was going to look.
That's weird.
Yeah, once I'm not tired and I can actually see straight. They may, I mean, I'm pretty sure I got it from the Sugar Bakers. They may send it to me again if I ask nice.
Emerald is Queen Wonder Woman. Absolutely. I agree, Paul. Sorry, go on.
Yes, Vegas, they did. Felicia did post them, but we thought there might be some more that the girl that sent them to Felicia missed.
Yeah, I'll check again because like yeah, it all like looked the same at a certain point. So yeah. Ark. Oh shit. Sorry. I don't know. Like, what's happening? What are we doing? Oh, closure. I don't know. How do we get closure on this kind of stuff? It's a fucking mess and it's fraud and like this is why I was putting off this hangout. Like how do you wrap this up? How do you like make this cool? Like we're us to just be like cool with it. I mean, sorry, go on.
The closure I think that Barbie wanted was the screenshots of Tanya's mom saying about the children's stuff. And I didn't block her. I timed her ass out because she's being a child and trying to play games. And she didn't stop when she stopped. She just got fucking with me.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. I believe you.
Sorry, I was telling Vegas because she asked.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Go out to the gay bar, get drunk, and watching drag queens and hot. I know, right, Paul? What the fuck are we doing here? Like, the hell? Portland has some pretty fun gay bars. Just now, what? Oh my god, I can't even keep up with what's happening and nothing's happening.
Lynn, did you have any other questions?
Yeah.
Lynn?
We might not be able to hear her.
Oh. Corey, do you have anything else you need to say?
No, I'm pretty spent. Glad to answer any questions.
Any?
closing arguments.
Like, share, subscribe. That's
Like, share, subscribe.
pretty much it. Because this is where it goes down. Shit. Like, you know what? I don't even care. Like, you guys missed everything. Like, it was amazing. No, she's not blocked. She's just timed out. It happens. It's no big deal. Let's see. Yeah. Drag shows. Yeah, fun times. Okay. All right.
I have a question.
Okay.
Are we going to get closure? Can Lori explain how she was on the phone?
Phone
How
victim
she
of
was
fraud
a
from
fool? No, Vegas, I will not. That's
Well, aren't you even saying that you
Thank
don't
you.
exactly know if it's Tanya right
right.
now?
Right. At this moment, it's still.
Closure for anyone. Exactly. Sometimes you don't get closure, Nanya. God damn it. That's just life. You deal. Yeah, no, but thank you. Kiki says this has been entertaining, though. Nice job, everyone. I appreciate that so much. You can't even imagine. Thank you. It's been a super long day. Yeah, for real, and shit.
Yeah. And just to sum it up, I'm not pointing my finger at Tanya or anybody as far as my fraud. We have very, very strong reasons to believe that they are the people who we're looking at, and it's going to be just.
Tony says, or I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. My bad.
Just a matter of, pursuing it. And
You said today or yesterday was the first time you thought Tanya, but
yes, I didn't even give the police Tanya's any of the information from Tanya, and I was given some assistance in finding
Yeah, she left again, Dita.
some information to be able to give to the police, which they already have now.
Okay, but like 2 weeks ago, you made a scope saying let's address Tanya or something like that.
No.
You know, but she deleted everything.
That
this
was the
time, Dita.
that was the yeah, the one where I said I'm gonna say one thing, and yeah, potty train your kids before they're like 4 years old.
No, that was the one after, I think. The one you talked about the phones in it was it talked about Tanya.
That was to Polly.
Tony wants to know, do you think
that was when it first went down, and I was trying to. This is when, like, the day after, it all came out about Tanya.
You really do have to watch this one.
I was trying to get people to understand. Check your credits if you've had any contact. It was extremely hard for me, and I had assistance, thank God, from Celeste and Mid when it came to getting the word, and Felicia, can't forget that, when it came to alerting the community to check your credit. Because I really would not have known, like, I would not have associated everything together at that point with the phones until Kali came out with it, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, wait a minute, you at the same, I mean, that's kind of like you at the same time, the same company, both having a fallout at phones ordered. And it just got worse for me after that.
But do you get like you kind of put Tanya together there, but then
I put Tanya together only because it was Tanya who was calling me out as a liar when it comes to the phones. It was the first person, Tanya was the first person to jump and say, oh no, it couldn't have possibly happened. And was sitting there convincing Kali, oh, it couldn't have been, like, it was almost like you protest too much. Like, why the hell did it matter if I had phones and Kylie had phones. Why did that need to be the subject of a hangout? Is it that interesting? At that point, that was the only thing that was happening. Was that first set of phones? This has happened to me multiple times. It wasn't just once.
Right.
Multiple, like 2 times was the phone. One was just an order, and the other one was an actual go into my account and have my account changed.
Okay. Vegas says she was the first one, but she didn't scam you. You were the first one, what, Vegas?
What?
She said I was the first one, but I didn't scam you. I don't know what. That's why I was
Got a phone? What?
It was maybe it was Vegas. Vegas was okay. It might be that Vegas is saying it was on her.
No, she said
Well,
to call
bullshit
people on scam.
All right. Well, Vegas, you think what you want to believe, and I've already given my proof in.
I mean, I can't really speak on it one way or the other.
Right.
And,
I would suggest that anybody that has had contact with any of the situation and has given their numbers out, or they have more information than just an avatar picture and a name, I went to my company and said that I have to be in the store to get my phones. Like, I made a password and I did it on my bank account and my credit. Like, you can put a credit alert for 90 days. I think if you want to do the 7 years, you have to have proof that somebody tried to steal it. I don't know, but I would suggest doing that. Tanya's not stupid or smart enough to scam.
No, that's Vegas. I agree. Tanya's not stupid enough.
Maybe it was
smart enough. I don't think now it's
Shannon.
someone said, like, earlier, like, why do people rob banks? Why do people, like, fucking rob liquor stores? Why do people fucking mug people? Because people are fucking stupid. Like, yeah. Like, people, yeah. The hell?
To a lot of Sprint customers. I'm not sure if that's relevant or not, but research it. I think it was more than just Sprint, wasn't it? That was Sprint and one other phone company, I thought.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm not pointing and saying it was Tanya.
Hi, Becky.
It's definitely more to it.
It's been a crazy night. Like I said, she doesn't have to be smart to be a footman. Yeah, she isn't the mastermind, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Vegas, maybe you could do a Periscope and explain what you're talking about so people can understand.
You work for Sprint Vegas?
God, it never stops. The turns never stop. Oh my god.
I mean, we've been on here for, well, I haven't been on the whole night.
It's been close to 12 hours.
I know Tanya says, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say one way or the other, and, but I think Vegas could do a Periscope rather than.
Please have mercy on me.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't eaten in like 14 hours or some shit. I've been here. Shit.
Three-way, JJ, three-way. What about the three-way? I don't know. Before I even knew her.
Huh?
There was Vegas needed to talk to Tanya about something. Tanya asked me to be a witness because they didn't really know each other very well, and they talked a lot.
since like forever, Beck. I've been on since I can't even remember a time I wasn't on.
Yeah.
Like, so much happened. Like,
Okay,
oh my
so
God.
of the phone situation, right? Take that away.
Mhm.
Okay. That doesn't negate the shit she did to Celeste, the
Yeah.
shit she did to Jalen, her and
Mhm.
Shannon, shit she did to Melanie,
Mhm.
and that fucking scope she did. Okay. There's a lot lying specifically
Amina.
for me. Well, yeah, that too, but that was a group of people, not just. I mean, yes, Tanya executed it, but it wasn't just Tanya's fault with that. So um, there's other things besides this phone thing that we don't have concrete proof yet. So that's my issue with Tanya. So I have my own personal issues. A lot of us do. So that's why I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna have my own suspicions, but hold out for the rest of it.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, Vegas. Sherry, it was a three-way conversation on the phone. I think we're all tired and
Yeah. Oh my God.
right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a definite like strain of like, or like it's just a like running theme of like Munchausen. I don't know. It's a weird situation. Yeah, for real. Circles again. Well, okay, but okay, like it's one thing to say that. Are you going to say, well, like, okay, like this is what gets me, because Vegas, now you're talking like you're ready to blow the lid off of this. What the fuck? You've already done this. We've already been through this many times tonight. I'm pissed now. Like, what the fuck, you know? Why do you say stuff like this? And you say, oh, well, she was set up to look this way. Well, are you going to tell us the rest of it or what? I'm sorry, but like, come on. Shit or get off the pot. Don't fucking insult me.
She said she told you I'm pregnant.
I mean, I
I
don't know,
think
dude. I have a life. I'm doing stuff. What can I say? Like, what? I'm sorry. Like, you know, people aren't going to like sit and watch all of this stuff. They're not going to like go and like write down in their notebook everything that Kali says and doesn't say, and that you say and don't say. And like, it's not going to happen. How do you expect, like, oh, it's unrealistic. Okay, I'm doing this because I think this shit matters, okay? It's important to have some kind of record of this somewhere. But like, people are not gonna fucking play it back again. Like, and fucking, like, you know, fucking have a flow chart. I'm sorry. It's unrealistic. People do not have time for that.
and I've been there most of the time and I don't
Shit, I
have
don't have time for my fucking DMs. Like, shit. What do you want me to say?
it's that conversation was over 2.5 hours, maybe 3, so I can't remember.
See? People have, like, shit. Like, people are busy, my God. And I knew that this was gonna be a crazy night, but I had no idea that it would be, like, this long and take this much time. But I knew that this was gonna be a crazy one, because it's been a crazy week. So to, like, recap and, like, let people know what was up and, like, you know, find more, like, pieces of the puzzle, I knew there was gonna be some shit. But this is some shit. Yeah, everyone looks shit. Yeah, for real.
Is it possible that this stuff could have been set up to make it look like Tanya? I mean, she's not helping her case by blocking everybody and deleting her social media, just like they accused Barbie of doing. So, and
Yeah,
not
they're-
explaining shit.
It's possible. I mean, yeah, it's plausible. But the thing is, like, by not saying anything else, you're playing right into their hands. So why, like, what are your morals? Like, okay, so is it okay? Do you think it's okay that Tanya takes the fault or not? What do you think? What's your code say? I don't get it. Like, you want it both ways. I don't get it.
Okay, so if they set it up to make it look like Tanya, then if the proper authority, good night, Paul, if the proper authorities for these separate people, I wish Celeste was here, if these
Yeah,
separate
right.
people were here, or I mean, filed charges, then Tanya would be cleared, right, Vegas?
Vegas, are you willing to go down for Tanya?
I mean, like, what are you saying? You're saying she's the
If
fall
they're
guy. So,
setting,
okay, the
if
fall
they're
guy for
setting
who? You
Tanya
won't
up,
fucking
they're
tell
setting
us.
you up too. So please tell us, who do you think is behind this? Because you're alluding to it,
I mean, like,
and
sorry, go on.
it's gonna get ugly. So let's not get ugly.
Wait, Lori, you're saying that no, Vegas, you're typing a lot. Nobody put you on timeout or it would show. Lori, so you're saying nobody put her on timeout. You're
Yeah, it's a
saying,
woman. Well said,
okay,
Beta.
it's Nick.
Rory, I don't know it's that. You know me.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to
Okay.
read this out again. Vegas says, it's Lori, Nick. Stop being a bitch. There you go. You're welcome. Like, share, and subscribe.
No, she said it's Nick, Lori. I do not know this is Nick. Period. I
Okay, so
cannot
Lori,
be honest in it.
Lori doesn't know if it's Nick.
She
For
can't
sure,
say it's not. Yeah,
but it's
for
a
sure.
possibility that it could be Nick.
It could be Santa Claus at this point.
Well, Santa Claus doesn't exist. Nick is a person.
Yeah, but
So
you know what
it's
I'm
him.
saying?
I mean, it's likelier that it's Nick than Santa Claus. Just saying.
No,
I mean,
Vegas,
I'm just
I
tired of
don't know it is Nick.
Nobody is putting anybody on timeout. I only did it to you, Barbie. She was typing too fast. It happens when you type too fast.
I fucking wish, Lynn. Yeah, can we
Lord.
reconvene tonight? I fucking wish, Lynn.
Just admit. Is she maybe talking about unrated, X-rated? Everybody knows that
What?
was Nick. That
Wait.
Nick even admitted.
I just don't get, like, what, like, I don't know. What would this prove for you, like, Rory? Because weren't you also not trying to hurt Nick? I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, which
What
way?
the fuck is she saying?
Which way do you want this? What's important? Like, what are your, like, principles on this? Is it more important to, like, to be loyal, to, like, maintain that sense of loyalty and, like, that personal code? Or is it more important that, like, someone doesn't go down for something that was far bigger than them? No, I mean, this is the real, like, I mean, this is the bedrock foundation of it, is what I'm saying. Eat, sleep, and discuss. That would be great. But,
Okay,
no,
so
but which, like,
no, don't get on my ass for confronting the truth. Okay, then what she's saying, okay, to be whatever. Even if I'm not saying she's deflecting, Lori, I'm not saying that. But let's say Lori's deflecting. Yeah, I see that, Vegas. What do you think? What is she deflecting about, or what are you saying that she's not admitting?
yeah.
What is Nick? I'm not saying you're doing that, Lori. I'm just trying to
I
get.
know.
Sorry.
Lori's getting texts now. Would you fucking stay out of my life, Vegas? Just go away. Yes, Vegas, I get texts. My friends call me. My husband calls me. That happened to have been my daughter telling me to drive her to school. So mind your fucking business about my private life. I want her to be honest so we know she's a good person.
Well, is it more important to be
Vegas,
loyal
you want
or
me to be honest about this? They're looking at you. That's my honesty. And I want to keep my mouth shut because I'm sorry, I don't believe this was Nick. And I never once, not one time, have I even thought that Nick would have done something like this. I know he was unrated. I know that. Everybody does.
Wait, but I thought Vegas, she's admitted that several times, and I think Nick has admitted that. So
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, this is nothing new. It's the same shit. Like, I don't, like, this never,
The
see?
story
Like,
behind Unrated was Nick's warped way of trying to friggin' help Tanya.
yeah, we know that. We know that.
It's
which,
go
for
fuck
the record,
yourself with
was
the
shitty.
shit. Vegas,
Sorry, what? JJ?
Nick's
What?
a very warped person to troll your child. Okay? In my wildest dreams, I am the most protective person over that child, and you fucking know it, you son of a bitch.
Do you see what this turns into?
That child that
I don't
whoever the
know.
purge was doing it, went through, since she's 11 years old, hell, she doesn't do social media. Never.
Okay.
Don't you fucking even insinuate that I would ever do it. And you know how naive I was when I first came on here. I wouldn't even know what a purge was or even anything like that. And I wouldn't do it to Tanya. In my worst nightmare, I wouldn't do that to
Lori, I
Tanya.
don't think she's accusing you of doing it to Tanya.
I'm starting to wonder. I'm keeping it 100.
No, Vegas, she's not 11. But she's been going through hell since she was. So the last person, don't even talk to me about my kid was put out there. She will always be my kid. My daughter will always be my daughter.
I just don't.
Okay? And they used that against me just as if she was anything. They used Kylie's child. They used my child. They used Sherry's child. And they used Tanya's child. Because it's the one thing us parents all have in common. And it was the first thing they went after.
Okay.
I did not put my own kid out there. She's older. She has social media accounts.
Vegas.
I did not invite anybody
see
onto
what
my pages.
the
Okay,
point of this
Vegas.
is.
Lori has already said that, and you've already said your piece on that. Okay, focus on something else because we've probably argued about that situation 500 times.
It's too much. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I
Go
can't.
to hell,
like,
Rory. Go to hell. You are getting real close. You are talking about my kid. I don't bring up your kid or anything like that ever.
well, what?
You all
like,
knew jack shit. I would never, ever do that. And you know that. I didn't even know. You taught all of us about trolling. You know that I knew shit about this. I don't even own a troll account. A lot of people
what is
trusted
this
you,
even?
Vegas.
What's it going to accomplish at this point?
Okay, Nick and Lori, don't yell, Lori. Nick and Lori knew who the purge was and harassed Tanya. Okay, Vegas, how do you know that it was Nick and Lori? If it was, how do you know this?
Who's a 10-year-old boy?
I don't know. Maybe her son.
I mean, again, we're all over the
Rory.
map.
I never harassed
Everything
you,
except
10-year-old
the
boy.
actual issue at hand.
That's what I was trying to get to. So, how do you know this, Vegas?
Yeah, for real, Nanya. Like, I'm tired of it. Just fucking spill it. Or, like... Oh, God. Now we're talking about that. Like, you're talking about everything except...
Okay. The night.
the actual issue, and it makes you look suspect. Do you get that?
Okay, can I just
I'm
bring up the
starting to
night?
like wonder at this point because you keep doing that, and the only like reason to do all this stuff is like what?
The night I called Kat a kike.
It doesn't
Let's
matter.
see.
We're not
Vegas,
talking about that. Oh my
do you
god.
speak Yiddish?
I'm tired of this shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
I know, but
You don't
Lori,
speak
Lori.
Yiddish. I speak Yiddish. And that
has
woman
been-
It doesn't matter.
It's not about.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this. Like, I'm sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Sorry that we did like 8 million fucking hangouts tonight, but shit went crazy. So if you want some like insanity and you like have a fucking long shift or some shit, enjoy. Good night.
Vegas,
Thank
I
you.
know what
Love
you're
you.
talking
Bye.
about.